Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Jella and today I will show you how we applied for the adjustment of status or the green card and the employment authorization or the work permit for my husband who was from the Philippines who came here in the US through his K-1 visa. So we sent both applications together last December 2024, and for my husband's application for the employment authorization, it was approved last January 2025, which only took like a month. And for my husband's green card application or the Form I-485, it took 11 months. He finally got his green card last November of 2025. So for the first part of this video, it will be for the Form I-485 or the application to register permanent residence or adjustment of status. And the second part will be for the Form I-765 or for the application for employment authorization. So now let's start with part 1. To get the Form I-485, just go to Google and type uscis.gov. Enter, and you can see the form, and then look for Form I-485 here. Click this link here and it will automatically direct you to the form. You can just download it here, and it's important that you get the most updated edition of the form because USCIS may reject your application if it's not the latest. So down here you can check the latest edition. After this date, the latest one is January 2025. So always make sure that you're having the latest edition. Next, where to file this form. So if you go down here, if you click that, it will direct you to this link, the direct filing addresses for Form I-485. Click that blue thing and it will automatically go to the website where it will show you where to send your application. So just go down and go here to family-based adjustment. It says here to use these applicable addresses in this section if you are filing as a spouse, parent, and married. So let's just focus on the spouse since we're talking about those that came here in the US through their K-1 visa. So just click this link here to go to our USCIS lockbox filing locations chart for certain family-based forms. And go down. And it will tell you here direct filing addresses for Form I-485 application to register permanent residence or adjust status. Click it and go down. So if you go down, it says here if you are filing certain family-based forms I-30 or Form I-485, so this is where you're gonna send your packet or your application. If you're from Texas, send it here. If you're from these states here, Delaware, Georgia, Indiana, and so on, you can just read through here to check your state and where to send it. Send it over here. And for Alabama and this section here, send it to this lockbox address. And this one, California to Vermont, send it to this lockbox here. So it's important that you check this section because if you send your packet to the wrong lockbox, your application will take a while because they have to send it to the right lockbox address. And also notice here that you can only send your packet through 4 delivery services: the USPS, FedEx, UPS, and DHL. So that's it. As of today, you can only file this through mail and not online. Next, when to file this application. It is recommended to apply for this immediately after you marry your U.S. citizen sponsor within the 90 days of entry and before your I-94 expires. For this maintains your legal status and eligibility for an immigration visa and to avoid unlawful presence issues. Now let's talk about the filing fee. As of this date, the filing fee is $1,440 and you can only use credit, debit, or prepaid card or any US bank account to pay for this fee. Before, in our time, when we applied, we can still file for the fee through personal checks, but today they removed that and they changed it to Form G-1450 for credit, debit, or prepaid card and Form G-1650 for US bank account. To get the forms, just click here on the filing fee. It's the same website. And click here on the Form G-1450 authorization for credit card if you want to pay through credit, debit, or prepaid card. And you will get it here. Just click on this and then download this form and fill up all the blanks here. If you want to pay through bank account, then click this Form G-1650 authorization for ACH transactions. Just click that and go down and click this link over here, the PDF form, and then download and then fill out the form. So that's it for the filing fee. Now let's go through our Form I-485 packet and go through all the documents that we submitted with it. So first is the cover letter. So this is how we did our cover letter. I will show you our format. You can use this if you want to. I'm just going to show you how we did ours. So on the top is my husband's or my beneficiary's information, his name, our address here in the US, our phone number, his email ad, and the date that we created this packet. Below is the USCIS lockbox address. So since we are in the New York State, this is our lockbox address through USPS. So again, you can choose if you want to send it through USPS, DHL, FedEx, or UPS. And then below is the topic or the nature of submission. So again, we submitted his application for permanent residency and employment authorization together. This is the nature of the submission, both the I-485 and the I-765. And then below it says to whom it may concern. Your beneficiary's name, enter the United States of America with a K-1 visa on the date. And my port of entry was in Atlanta, New York. And now I am applying for adjustment of status based on marriage to your petitioner's name, who is the US citizen, and then the date of your marriage in the city of, and the Banks County of, and the state. And then below here is the checklist of everything we included with the Form I-485 and the documents or the supporting documents for the Form I-765. And then below, you can just put your name here and sign it. So now let's go through all the checklist one by one. First, for the application for adjustment of status or the Form I-485. First, we submitted 2 passport photos of my husband with his name and his A number written on the back of the photos. So we submitted our application last year of 2024. So we used personal checks, but this time USCIS stopped accepting personal checks, so you can only either use the Form G-1450 or G-1650 for your payment method for the filing fee. Next, if you want to receive an electronics notification about your application, you can also submit the Form G-1145. You can download it here and just fill out the form and include it in your packet. Then also submit the filled out and signed latest form of the I-485. We also submitted my husband's birth certificate, a copy of his passport biographic page, and a copy of his K-1 visa with the stamp of entry. Do not also forget to submit a copy of the Form I-94. Also, the copy of your DS-3025 or the vaccination medical worksheet that you got from St. Luke's, and your COVID-19 vaccination report. We also submitted a copy of our marriage certificate, my passport's biographic page, the NOAA 2 or the approval of your K-1 visa application, and I also included the letter that we received from the NVC or this one. So we also submitted the Form I-864 or the Affidavit of Support. This is 12 pages of papers to be filled out and signed by the sponsor. You can download this form through this link. Now with this form, we also included to submit a copy of my birth certificate, my passport biographic page, 3 years of my W-2 report, 3 years of my IRS tax return transcripts, and 3 months of my pay stub or a certificate of employment. And then we also submitted other proofs of our marriage, like the marriage license, my health insurance where my spouse or my beneficiary is my dependent, other insurances where my spouse is my primary beneficiary, our joint bank account, and our photos together here in the US. So that's everything we submitted for my husband's application for his permanent residence here in the US. Now let's go to his application for the employment authorization. First, we submitted another 2 passport photos of my husband with his name and his A number written on the back of the photos. For the filing fee, since we submitted the Form I-765 together with the Form I-485, the fee we have to pay is $260. Up to this date, it's the same amount. So now, if you want to pay through credit, debit, or prepaid card, use the Form I-1450. And if you want to pay through US bank account, just use the Form I-1650. And then again, if you want to receive an electronics notification about your application, just include the Form G1145 on the packet. We also submitted a filled out and signed latest form of the Form I-765. You can download it on the same website on uscis.gov. We also submitted a copy of his birth certificate, his passport biographic page, and the copy of his K-1 visa with a stamp of entry, a copy of our marriage certificate, Form I-94. We also submitted another copy of the NOAA 2 and the letter from the NVC. So that's everything we submitted in the Form I-765 packet or the employment authorization. So once you gathered everything, then you can make 2 folders for each application and then just put them together in one USPS envelope or whatever carrier you want to use, and then just send them to the right USCIS lockbox. That's it for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions or any concerns, just write down comment below and we will try our best to answer all of them.